Well, the national debt is $17 trillion, and there's no question that both Republicans and Democrats are to blame. Just in his 5 years in the Senate, Mark Warner's term in the Senate, the debt has increased by $6 to $7 trillion. Where was the leadership in getting spending under control? Ed Gillespie, my Republican opponent, served in the George W. Bush administration, which saw the debt increase by several trillion dollars as well. Where is the leadership? One of the problems that we have is this notion that was in the premise of the question that we have to balance Virginia's dependence on federal spending. Why is Virginia and all the other states dependent on federal spending? If Virginia has needs, Virginia has the power to tax to fund its needs. What happens when money is funneled through the federal government is that the money is used inefficiently. It is used on a partisan or political basis. It's used to burnish the re-election chances of incumbents. The last thing it's used for is intelligent policies that benefit the public interest. So what would I do? First of all, I would reject the notion that I am trying to get as much federal spending as possible for Virginia. I would make every decision based on what's good for the country, what's going to increase economic growth through open and competitive markets. I'm going to ask the question of how do we get rid of cronyism so that taxpayers are not funding large corporations and corporate welfare. I'm going to make sure that all of our spending is crucial, necessary, and proper. Our tax and entitlement programs need to be reformed. We need to simplify our tax system. We need to simplify our social services. And we know how to do that. The ideas are out there. But what I didn't see over the last 5 years is any leadership from Mark Warner. We had the opposite. And what I don't see coming from the Republican candidate is a history of being on the right side of spending. So I'm the only candidate who's going to fight against overspending, against cronyism, and against the idea that Washington is a place where we go to get stuff. We have to get rid of that mentality, and the only way to do that is to reject the status quo.